A company has many AWS accounts managed by separate business units with differing practices for authenticating users. The company wants all business users to authenticate into AWS using an existing directory service maintained on another public cloud provider. A solutions architect has been asked to migrate all AWS accounts into a centralized multi-account architecture that is able to easily integrate with a full range of AWS services. Support for the use of federated corporate directory identities for authentication is also required. Which combination of steps should the solutions architect recommend? Select 2. Configure a Cognito identity pool and create a unique identity for each business user. Configure a new organization using AWS organizations. Enable all features. Add each existing AWS account to the new organization. Configure AWS single sign-on, AWS SSO, and integrate it with the existing corporate directory. Configure a new organization using AWS organizations. Ensure the consolidated billing feature is enabled. Add each existing AWS account to the new organization. The correct answer is, configure a new organization using AWS organizations. Enable all features. Add each existing AWS account to the new organization. And configure AWS single sign-on, AWS SSO, and integrate it with the existing corporate directory. The solutions architect should recommend to configure a new organization using AWS organizations, ensure all features is enabled, and add each existing AWS account to the new organization. The use of the AWS Organizations service allows multiple accounts to be consolidated into a single hierarchical organization structure, consisting of organizational units, OUs, that can contain new and existing accounts. Consolidated billing provides a view of billing costs across all accounts. Service control policies, SCP, can be applied and inherited across the organization structure to control access to AWS services. With the default all features setting enabled, a full range of AWS services can be easily integrated across all member accounts, including AWS CloudTrail, Config and AWS Single Sign-On, AWS SSO. The solutions architect should also recommend to configure AWS SSO and integrate it with the existing corporate directory. The AWS Organizations service supports the integration of AWS SSO to provide single sign-on access for member accounts within the organization. The AWS SSO service can be configured to federate with the third-party cloud directory service to allow business users authenticated with corporate credentials to access mapped accounts using defined sets of permissions, without requiring each user to explicitly log into AWS again.